I'm Amy and I'm running to be Vice President of Student Activities of the SRC.
Okay, so you discuss RAG events in your manifesto and you say you want to have more of these. How would you go about doing that?
So I think RAG Week is something that's so important. I have heard about it through my time at uni, but I don't think it's ever been like widely enough like advertised or like widely enough like across campus, because I know it's SRC ran, but I think it would be better like initiated if it was more like cross campus, so that we can use like different cross campus spaces like the unions and collaborate with other people. So firstly, collaborating with the other unions, because I think cross-campus relationships are so important, but then also getting more clubs and societies involved. I know this year the SRC did like a bongos bingo type thing in the QMU with Successful Women at Glasgow, which is really nice to like collaborate together, but also to reach out to like a bigger audience and get everyone involved and just make it bigger and to essentially raise more money for charity, which is like the main goal.
Do you have any activities you think would be quite good?
Off the top of my head, not really. I think stuff like bingo is so fun. Just like appealing to everybody to fun things. I think also like with the unions as well, like the SRC did Clubs and Societies Hive this week, which raised money for charity. So it was like utilising what we've got already, but just making things more fun for everyone. So
okay. Yeah. You talk about as well in your manifesto about like having sufficient storage space and room bookings for clubs and societies. That's obviously quite a difficult thing to do though. There's a lot of societies, there's not a lot of space, a lot of the buildings are quite old as well, so how would you go about kind of securing these spaces?
So this is something that I know is really important for all clubs and societies, and I've heard from so many different ones that have had problems with not having enough space, and also being down the GU this year, like I know that they're always like gunning to have space all the time for people with like rehearsals and stuff. So I think this is something that I need to look into like further on how it actually works, but obviously with the new like campus development, I know that there's supposed to be loads of space in there for clubs and societies, so I think it's just me working to be like a voice for everyone to make sure that that's actually getting implemented and that they've always got enough space all the time. I think it's supposed to be open till like 10 o'clock at night, so just making sure that that actually does happen and that everyone gets enough.
Okay.
Because it's so important to the way they run, obviously.
You were a home student for a couple of years, like myself, and you talk about having a home student common room and a home student officer position on the SRC, but do you actually think these are feasible? Because it can be difficult to get a room at the university at the best of times, and then that's obviously for a specific group.
Yeah, I think that is so true, but I do think it's also something that is so important. It's something I feel so passionate about. When I was a home student for 2 years, I literally didn't have anywhere to go during classes when I was waiting for classes to come. And also like if in the evening, if you've got like rehearsals for clubs and societies, you've literally got nowhere to go. I'd literally sit in the library like on my own, or like spend money going to like a cafe. So it is something that I definitely think is so possible and feasible. I don't know where it would be, but obviously we do have the expansion of campus. Like campus is getting so much bigger that there surely must be some place for one room for a group of students that are quite big on campus but are totally like unrecognised in my opinion, and like I know how it feels to just be kind of invisible, and it's something that I want to change. And then the officer on council as well, I think that's doable. Like there's council officers for other groups like international students and like postgrads and stuff, so I don't see why there shouldn't be one for home students. I think it's really important that they get like a voice and are able to be recognised, because I didn't feel recognised when I was one, so want to change that for sure.
Do you think that could help them integrate then? Because I think that's quite a problem at the university. A lot of the students from the west of Scotland and students who aren't, sometimes they don't integrate very well.
Yeah, no, completely aware of that, and I think doing more events as well, like where home students can come. Like I've spoken to a few, I mean like what would you like, and they're like, oh, like for home students to maybe meet previous home students. Whenever I meet home students, I love talking about my experience and the way that I was able to turn it around from having such a negative time to making it better. So like just running more events throughout the year and stuff where they can meet, maybe even having like set up with like a network Facebook page or something, because it's something that I think is so important and it's not done enough right now.
Okay, now we'll talk about Freshers Week. You say you want to make it diverse and exciting, but what do you actually mean by this?
Yeah, so I've been involved in Freshers Week running last year with the GU, and I'm aware of how like big the job is. But I know that for Freshers Week, like it's not for everyone to just go to like late night events that are like in the unions with like the clubbing kind of aspects and like heavy drinking. So I think just making sure that the week is like absolutely jam packed with events like every day. I know that last year Kirsty ran like a really successful like early evening event. It was like a headphone disco in the cloisters, which is perfect for people who maybe aren't so much into like the drinking and like home students who like can't get home late at night. for stuff that's more fun and like more diverse for people that aren't so into that. And also having more like clubs and societies event during Freshers Week, because I know that clubs and societies appreciate being able to reach out to freshers really early on to like communicate with them and what they can like offer them and stuff. So just running more events like in collaboration with them, I think would be really good for everyone and for freshers. The most important.
And just to finish up here, why are you the best candidate for the role?
So I think I'm the best candidate because firstly this is something that I'm so passionate about. Like extracurricular activities at university for me have been the main thing that's led me to have such like an amazing experience, and I think it is really important that like students are introduced to them the minute they set their foot in the door. They have a really good Freshers Week where there's something for everybody and everyone's like catered for, and then being encouraged to join like everything that we offer here through clubs and societies, making sure clubs and societies are supported for and that they can run as smoothly as possible. I have a lot of experience like catering for the student and like running things for the student experience. Like with the GU I helped run Freshers Week, which I know is such a massive job and is such an important part of this job, and running things like Daft Friday, stuff like that. So I've got experience there, knowing how to cater for the student, knowing what they want. And also I think it's important that I've had a kind of negative and positive like parts of university, because I can kind of see things that need to be improved for people that don't feel like they are catered for, by making sure that they know that they are, but then also like showing everyone how much of a good time and how much you can get out of university through like extracurricular activities, so that your experience is above average.